Hi and welcome to Kathy TV. We're about to start with the STS programming, but before we do, I'd like to review a whole bunch of things with you. First of all, by now you've probably received your user's guide and flipped through it, and you've noticed that it's a really great tool because all of the workouts are in here right before your eyes, which is fantastic for helping you get prepared, seeing what's coming at you week to week, program to program. Obviously, the first program we're going to start with is the muscle endurance phase, which is mesocycle 1, and we'll have 3 workouts that week for you. We encourage you to do them every other day. In that programming, the first one is going to be chest, biceps, and shoulders, and you're going to be striving to go to 60% of your 1 rep max. The main thing with all of the muscle endurance exercises, whether it's legs, biceps, triceps, or the one that I just mentioned, is that the breaks between all of the exercises are going to be very quick. You're going to have about 30 seconds, and it does come up on you fairly quickly, especially if you're not prepared for what workout or what exercise is next. So what I'd like to stress is that not only flip through the user guide and see the exercises before you, but as you're doing that, have your weights handy. What we've learned that's the best thing is to take the first exercise and have that weight set up so you're not finished with your warm-up and completely lost in trying to grope to set up a barbell or whatever it may be. There's 3 things that you can do to help you tremendously with the program, and the first would obviously be, as I mentioned, the user's guide. You want to flip through that to see what exercise is coming at you. The second thing that'll be very helpful is to watch the programs first to preview and get an idea of what you're going to be faced with. And the third, and a very important point, is to have, before you start every workout, to have your weight and equipment handy. After the warm-up, the first exercises, and from that point through the whole program, everything happens every 30 seconds. And 30 seconds will, as a rest period, will go very quickly. So know what hand weights you're going to need, know what steps you need to have out, have your resistance band ready, and what we've discovered is a great trick is on the barbell, the first exercise that you're going to do, have those weights prepared and ready on the barbell for you. And then after that, the switching will go as is. Hopefully you've figured out your 1 rep maxes because that's going to save you a lot of time as well. So let's look further into these workouts now. Our first phase for muscle endurance, we're going to have 3 workouts. Your first one is going to be chest, shoulders, and biceps. Your second one will be back and triceps, and your third one will be legs. We'd like to encourage you to put at least a day in between, say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then on the other days do your cardio. But we realize everybody's schedules are whatever they are, and you have to make the program work for you. So if you are going to do them back to back, in this particular muscle endurance phase, we'd like you to put the leg one in the middle so that you have an upper body, a lower body, and then an upper body. If you are going to have the time to do every other day, then that's not as important. Pretty much covered all the basics as far as an overview go. Now let's look at the very first workout, which is going to be your chest, shoulders, and biceps. As most of you probably have already flipped through, the biggest thing that stands out to you are push-ups. There's a ton of them and a ton of variety, all good stuff. But for those of you who are even struggling to do just 1 push-up, I'm sure you're wanting to know, where can I begin? What can I do? And those of you who have no struggles at all with push-ups, enjoy all the variations that you have. Okay, so I'm going to move the barbell out of the way here, and I'm going to show you options for push-ups in their most basic form. Okay, so we're going to start with push-up variations. The easiest first is a tabletop position. You're going to have your hands right underneath your shoulders here, your body weight evenly distributed on all 4s. And you're going to just bend your arms as if it's a normal push-up and down and up like this. So your hips stay high in the air, as you can notice. And you're going to continue to do this for the same repetitions that we're doing, that everybody is doing. One day, when these become easier, you're going to advance to the next level. And another little thing that you can keep in mind is you can do some, try some harder, and then back off to this position as you transition in strength, okay? So now here, your weight is forward, and your feet can either be crossed or uncrossed, and you're going to go down and up. Now this makes it a little harder because of the shift in angle with your body weight. Puts a little more emphasis on the upper body because your hips are shifted forward. Okay, so as I just mentioned, you can start with some of these, and if it gets too hard, go back to the tabletop position and finish out if needed. Now your next position is going to be straight on your toes, and you're going to be like this, and you're going to go down and up. Now if you're doing these and you're finding you get one and you're too tired or two, then you're going to go right back to this position, cross or uncross your feet, and finish out. And if that's getting too hard, you're going to finish out like this. Okay? So those are 3 levels that you can choose, and you'll be good to go. Disc 2 in Mesocycle 1 is back and triceps, and we're going to be featuring pull-ups, and I know a lot of you are looking for options for pull-ups, so other than doing the traditional style of pull-ups, we're going to show you ways to do them using a door with elastic tubing and also the STS Power Tower. But I'll just spend a little bit of time on this just to explain some features because I know you don't have it yet, but it has been improved, so I just want to highlight those improvements. We have stronger support beams across the base to stabilize the unit, and I know a lot of people had concerns about the wider hand grip, and that's been narrowed, as you can see, so your hand fits comfortably around. We also have elastic tubing as an option for pull-ups, and here we have the Fitness by Kathy elastic tubing, which has a nice device on it that hooks very easily into doorways. So follow me and I'll show you how to use this. So here's your elastic tubing, and you'll notice the strap right here, and there's a ball on the end, and that's what holds the tubing anchored into the door. You're going to slide the ball side right over the doorway, shut the door, pull down, make sure it's secure, and you're good to go. Okay, so take the handles, have a seat, make sure your door is shut, and then give it a light tug, make sure you're secure and ready to go. Take your position and just start pulling, just like this.